how are you?
I'm great. It's been so long.
I know, so long.
I am very excited to talk about TNS and celebrate the 200th episode with you.
And we're talking about season 7 today, which is so amazing. I think we got the good one.
I know. I'm really excited for everyone to see the rest of season 7 because it's incredible.
It was a little weird because there was that 2-year gap in between season 6 and 7. How did you feel about that?
Everybody came back, and I feel like ages 16 to 20 are such formative years as we're growing into young adults. Filming in season 7, I feel like there was a maturity added to the dynamic.
It was nice to see like that kind of transition, like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in 2 years, and wow, look at like who you've become. Even just physically, we were just saying everyone was so much taller. The boys, a lot of the boys looked different. I mean, Liam had curly hair. Julian looked like a whole different person. Like
Julian looked like a whole different person.
Yeah, for sure.
But first, we had Michelle's goodbye, which was very sad, having some of the first things to film back. It was still a really happy moment, and we all celebrated Michelle. Vic was crying so hard.
And I had to walk in on their moment. I just kind of like was like, hi, I know you're upset, but I want to audition.
In season 6, you were considered a recurring character, but in season 7, you were solidified as a main character.
So it wasn't too bad of a transition at all. I mean, in terms of my character, it was definitely a character arc between how Lily acted in one season to the next, and it was honestly just super fun to be able to do that.
When did you kind of find out that you and Noah Zulfikar, who plays Kingston, were gonna be somewhat of an item?
I was kind of in the dark for a while, and it wasn't until actually we had a conference call with Amy Wright and a bunch of the cast. So she had said, it's gonna be a really fun, something different, something the next step hasn't done before. You're gonna be the on again, off again, like back and forth, breaking up.
And I remember I was on this conference call, and I think everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, everyone's like,
it was big news. So on the journey from season 6 to season 7, Henry and Summer were in the relationship. They were happy at the start of the season, and then things get a little bit rocky. When you're a leader, and if you're like Summer, when you want to make everybody happy, you kind of graze over problems instead of dealing with them right away. And it definitely put a huge weight on the relationship, but there's no hard feelings, and it's all love. The friendship wasn't lost, and that's really important.
So Sage, why don't you tell me about how B Troop was? Because I know you kind of walked into that. How was that whole experience?
I love them so much. I think this is the first B Troop in TNS history that's been fully named. And I'm really glad that they all became part of the TNS family.
Yeah, that's
B Troop had A Troop energy, not gonna lie.
Actually, one of my favorite dances that we did, and I've said this, is the flashlight dance. Just because it was something so new, and like we got to dance in the dark with flashlights, like it was really fun.
Yeah, I don't remember working with many props in season. I mean, okay, we did use props for the regionals dance in season 6, but never like a handheld prop that's incorporated into the whole dance. I loved the other dimension that it added to the movement. I love the way the light looks. I think that's a really beautiful piece that we did.
I mean, we all know, like, Finn and Piper, they're a fan favorite. Everyone loves they're very cute together, I have to say. There's some good pin moments. Actually, I guess you guys haven't seen it, but yeah, 7B, there's some really cute pin moments.
That one killed me. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
This was the first season where we got to introduce a couple that is a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I know I didn't really get to do too many scenes and interact with them that much, but what are your thoughts on that?
It's great to see some representation on the show. I'm really proud of them for portraying it in a great way. I do think the next step represents true problems that people have, true life situations that people go through. We want anyone to be watching, to relate to what's going on. It's really good to see representation. I think it's about time. If I would describe season 7 in 3 words, shocking, hilarious, and I would say metamorphosis is a theme in this season. If we are looking back to the first couple episodes when Summer has her oracle cards, metamorphosis is a huge theme in this season. People are changing.
And that's honestly, that's such a great way to put it, because characters growing and changing to storylines to the next step as a whole, now going from Nationals to Dance Mania, that's a great way to put it.
It's all about adjusting to change, and that's what life's about.
The next step on Family.